Hi, I'm Mr. Burnett and I'm the principal at Eagle Ridge Elementary.
Hi, my name's Kim Haas, principal at Custard Elementary School.
Hi, I'm Kelly Parsons, the principal at Cascadia Elementary.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Obadiah DeWeber, and I am the principal at Skyline Elementary. Go Skyhawks!
Hello, Ferndale students and families. I'm Joel Francic, principal at Central Elementary School, and on behalf of the entire elementary team, I want to let you know how much we miss you, and we're excited to see you soon, and hope that you and families are all doing well. We also wanted to let you know that your teachers have been working very hard, and we're very excited to let you know that some new learning is going to be headed your way soon. Beginning the week of April 13th, you will all be receiving an envelope in your mailbox. And while every family will be receiving a hard copy of these lesson plans in your mailbox, we also wanted to let you know that under the new learning section on our district website, you can also locate these resources. This electronic version will also include some supplementary resources to align with the packet you receive in the mail. In addition, you can expect an email from your teacher with links to these resources. And now my friend Mr. B is going to explain how these learning resources were created.
All right, thanks Joel. It's Mr. B again here, and I'm going to talk with you about how our learning plans are being built up. Our schools are filled with teachers that are used to working together at their school, especially at a given grade band. We are transitioning now to a time where our teachers are working together with those who teach the same grade level across schools. And so the learning plans are being built up in collaboration with teachers from all throughout Ferndale who teach at a common grade level. Also, we have a lot of specialists that work with students to support them in various ways. We have a music specialist at each school, a PE specialist at each school. We have special education teachers that provide help for students with special needs. We also have ELL support for students. So those specialists at each of our schools have been really instrumental in building up these learning plans. There was a fair amount of work that had to go into deciding what to teach. So, what have we already taught at that grade level? And then what haven't we taught yet, but we know it's the most important thing to teach. That's where we've been just in these past couple of weeks. And when you see the learning plans roll out, you will hear from your own teacher, but you'll also have the opportunity to hear from teachers who teach elsewhere within our Ferndale School District, and perhaps even some teachers beyond. So for more about what the learning plans actually entail, I'm going to hand it off now to Kim Haas over at Custard.
Hi, thank you, Mr. B. My name is Kim Haas, principal of Custard Elementary School, and I want to tell you a little bit about how the learning plans are going to work. The teachers have put together lessons for Mondays and Wednesdays with some practice things to do on Tuesdays and Thursdays. Please know that we want this to work for your family, so if you want to move it around a little bit, that's absolutely okay. We just want to make sure you have enough new learning for the students to have during the week. Now my friend Mrs. Parsons from Cascadia will tell you about Fridays.
Thank you, Mrs. Haas. Hi, I'm Kelly Parsons, the principal at Cascadia Elementary, and I'm here to talk to you about Fridays. We're calling Fridays Feedback Fridays. This is an opportunity for you to get in contact with your child's teacher, and they can let you know how your child's doing. This is a great opportunity for all of us so that we make sure that we're in the right direction. This will continue our learning and also help your child think about how they're doing in school and what they need to work on a little bit differently. Also, please make sure that you're staying in constant contact with your child's teacher in whatever way works for you. You can hold on to these packets for future learning as well. I'm going to turn it over now to Mr. DeWeber, who's going to talk a little bit more about our learning menus.
Thank you very much, Mrs. Parsons. Mr. DeWeber here again from Skyline. I would like to talk a little bit about supports for students to help make sure that all students can access our learning plans. One of the things that our teachers work really, really hard to do in the classroom is to make sure that all students can access the learning. And we know, of course, that when students come to us, they all have a very wide range of needs. And so our great teachers are experts at finding out what each child needs to make sure that they can be successful. As you look through the learning packets, you're going to find that there's some ideas and resources that are included in those packets to help your child with some of the lessons, such as music, PE lessons, some of the social emotional learning opportunities. Some of our students are English learners, and so there'll be some ideas to help to develop language and vocabulary and things like that. And also there'll be some suggestions for accommodations that you can provide to your students to help them to be successful. Accommodations are things that parents can do, such as reading the questions out loud to a student to help them to be able to comprehend and understand a little bit easier. Sometimes you can also break the items down into more manageable chunks, so smaller tasks that you can do, and then you can have a little break and then come back and do another little chunk. One other thing that sometimes works well for students as well is having them, if your child is really struggling and it takes a long time for them to complete the entire assignment, then perhaps you just have them do part of the questions. That would be an example of an accommodation that you could make as well. They'd still be done with the assignment, but they just might do 20 questions instead of 30, or whatever you would find appropriate. For our students that are in the Learning Assistance Program, you will also receive a separate packet just this week with additional reading tools that will support with their continued learning at home. So I just encourage you to set this week's packet aside and make sure that you have it to refer to as we go forward, because some of those resources will come just this week. Also, that's going to make a little bit heftier of a packet this week, so please don't be overwhelmed. If you have questions, please reach out and talk to your child's teacher. Our elementary team is really dedicated to continuing to work with all of our families during this very challenging and very different time in education, and we look forward to working with you all, and we thank you for your support. We thank you for your help, and together we are a team, and we will work together to get through this, and we'll do our very best. Until then, stay home, stay healthy, and we'll see you around. Thanks, everyone.